back, doing a few more videos. This one is for the 13th Wolfman's Top 5, and this is the Top 5 movie quotes, horror movie quotes, which is kind of tough to actually narrow down because, I mean, well, we do top 5 quotes from just a single movie at times. Growing up, my friends, we would quote Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I mean, at work, we're always throwing out Princess Bride quotes and stuff. So there's a lot of great quotes. So we had to find a few standout ones, and of course, we called to a source that we are very drawn to, which is a lot of the older films. So, not to be repetitive, but I am going to be repetitive because this first quote is quite repetitive, but has landmark reasoning behind it as well. And of course, I'm speaking of James Whale's movie Frankenstein. The scene in particular is when Colin Clive, Dr. Henry Frankenstein, realizes that his creation has come to life. He starts actually slipping into madness at this point. It's just kind of hitting him. But he says, it's alive. He starts out slow. He's like, it's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Everyone else is there. Henry, in the name of God. And then he replies, oh, in the name of God, now I know what it feels like to be God. This line was so controversial to actually have someone consider themselves in that state that many cuts of the movie Frankenstein, that quote was actually, well, not necessarily deleted, but they actually had lightning, excuse me, not lightning, thunder, cracking over his words as he spoke in earlier editions. But a lot of the current DVDs are unedited, and there's the original with that line intact. But if you dig around or you find some old footage, you'll find that that line is kind of drowned out by the roar of the thunder. So something of that magnitude definitely deserves being in a top 5. How about you, honey? What have you got?
Of course. You all know that one of my favorite Universal movies is Dracula. And there's a line in that movie that is my favorite scene of the movie. He just looks so dashing, so handsome, and just beautiful in the scene. And the way he just poses in that scene, it's just you get to know who he really is. And he actually introduces himself. He actually says, I am Dracula. I bid you welcome. I can't do his voice, so I can't do a Hungarian accent, so
I am Dracula. I bid you welcome.
And then yeah. And then later on in that scene, he actually says, listen to them, children of the night, what music they make. In which you hear the howling of the werewolves in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're werewolves.
Well, remember when we were watching that documentary?
He turns into a werewolf.
No. They said in the Children of the Night in the background, you hear the howling of the wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the werewolves, the howling of the wolves.
Not wolves.
Yeah. But that scene.
Children of the night. What music they make.
But that scene is classic. But those are my favorite quotes from Dracula.
Staying with the tradition of the Universal ones, of course, The Wolfman has some legendary lines in the old little, I don't know what you can call it, parable that he mentioned there about even a man pure at heart and says his prayers by night. That one there is very iconic and memorable. And it is a great line. But the one that I always liked was when Mileva, the gypsy, is looking over. She does it twice, because she does it once with her son Bela, and then later on with Larry Talbot, where she says that the way you walked was thorny, through no fault of your own. But but as the rain enters the soil, the river enters the sea, so tears run to predestined end. Your suffering is over, my son. Now you will find peace. And the only variation in that was when she's with her, so she mentions Bela's name. But it's just a great quote.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I know. Maybe when I pass away, they'll have someone do that. We'll have to hire some old Hungarian gypsy to come out and do that one. Huh? All right. What's your next one?
Okay. Now we all know that one of my favorite '80s songs is "Nightmare on Elm Street," and I believe this song was in the Dream Warriors. This line was considered very iconic. It's one that will be remembered for years and years to come. And actually, it was ad-libbed. It wasn't one of. It wasn't. It wasn't a line that was written on the script. It was one that Robert Englund came up on his own. And it is actually one when he says, "Welcome to primetime, bitch," and he picks up the girl and puts her into the television, and he's the one who sticks out of the television with the antennas. They said that wasn't written on the script. He totally ad-libbed it, and they thought it was so awesome. The line that was made, they let it stay in the movie, and the way he said it and the way he just portrayed it was just iconic. It was just awesome.
So for number 5, actually I thought of this afterwards when we were just thinking about the Wolfman. There's another great one, but it's actually from Abbott and Costello, the Frankenstein, where Larry Talbot is pleading his case like he does with everyone about being a werewolf. And then he tells Lou Costello that you don't understand. When the moon is full, I turn into a wolf. And Lou says, "Yeah, you and 20 million other guys." But that wasn't the line. It just kind of popped in my head. Anyhow, the final line is from a really iconic film, and it has been taken numerous times, and it's three. It's like the grenade and Monty Python. Getting a little silly. It's a little late at night, but it's 3 simple words: Klaatu, Parada, Nikto. So I said them clearly. I'm like freaking Bruce Campbell. Klaatu, Parada. But of course, Klaatu, Parada, Nikto was from Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951. Michael Rennie's words to Gort, and it was an epic film, and it just was, that one phrase is stuck and has become kind of a pop culture reference to this day. So that's it. Frankenstein's talk about God, Dracula's suave self-introduction, Mileva's lament to the unfortunate souls that became werewolves, Freddie's charming little one-liners, and Baby Earth Stood Still. So that's what we picked. Been great watching all the other ones and seeing what people picked. Thanks.
Bye.